IntelligentTrendFollower.com. Today I want to show you a behind the scenes video of a recent stock pick, specifically Visa, which I recently published on Seeking Alpha. It already has thousands of page views, so I just wanted to dig a bit deeper and show you behind the scenes why I chose to share this stock, and then also show you some other tips that aren't shown in this article, like how I'm trading this stock, what my specific stop loss and entry criteria are, and a little bit more on why I found Visa to be an appealing opportunity. So let's get into it. First, if we pull up a chart of Visa, you can see that the stock is trading near all-time highs. And look at this long multi-year uptrend. It's a perfect picture of momentum. Stocks in motion tend to stay in motion. It's not an accident, and it always gets my attention. If we zoom in a little bit, you'll be able to see even closer. Now, not only is Visa stock trading near all-time and 52-week highs, but Visa is also a global company with a unique business and a strong competitive advantage. If you think about it, not only is Visa a massive company with operations all over the world, their credit cards are really one of the first types of digital currency. So when you hear people getting excited about Bitcoin and other virtual currencies, don't forget that Visa's credit card is essentially already a digital currency. My point is that Visa is a very successful company that's existed for the long term, survived all sorts of changing conditions, and continued to thrive. Now, in order to quantify the qualitative strengths that we see in Visa's business, I like to look into the key stats as shown on Morningstar. This is where the rubber really meets the road. What I like to look for is strong trends that support the fact that the stock price is at all-time highs, and that support the qualitative nature and the qualitative traits of the business. It's all fine and dandy for Visa to say that they're growing operations across the globe, but if the numbers don't support it, it's meaningless. Luckily, in this case, as you can see, the trends are quite strong. Since 2006, Visa's revenue has grown from $3 billion, almost $3 billion, to over $13 billion. It's increased over 400%. And the gross margins on that revenue are also at or very near record highs. Thus, we should expect earnings per share also to be trending higher. As you can see, this is the case. My Seeking Alpha article dives much deeper into these characteristics and these long-term trends. So the combination of the strong business, the strong stock price, and these strong trends are really why I wanted to analyze Visa and present it on Seeking Alpha and to you in YouTube as a potential stock pick. But how do you act on that? How am I acting on that? I'll show you. So if we go back to the weekly chart of Visa over the last 2.5 years, you can see that the stock is pretty much in an uptrend. It's putting in higher highs and higher lows. One thing that's also interesting to me is that the stock has broken out above these previous highs. We're still curious to see if it can put in a lower high and move forward, or if this is a big fake out and it's going to come all the way back down and roll over. Nonetheless, I like these odds here. I like this basing, and I like this breakout. We can also get a closer view by pulling up the daily chart. Also note that my charts are relatively boring. They're not covered in oscillators and indicators. I have some simple moving averages designed to show the trend a little bit better, but that's about it. Now, as you'll see, as of the time of filming this video, September 21st was when this was published. If we go back here into September, you can see that around 82 the stock started to break out, and that's exactly where I initially entered my position in Visa, was right here. Then I added a stop loss right around here, just below 77 and just below this recent support. So in the case of Visa, you could buy at 82, as I did, with a stop about, just over 77. Here. I'll move this up. The stop is about here, just above 77. And that gives shares quite a bit of wiggle room if they pull back and then move higher. We're likely not to get shaken out. But if the stock really comes back into this prior trading zone, we'll be stopped out. Our breakout thesis will have been proved wrong, and I won't want to have tied up my capital for months on end while it re-enters this chop box. But at present, I believe Visa presents an interesting opportunity. Compared to the rest of the market, it looks quite strong. And there's an opportunity to keep the stop loss relatively tight, which is always nice. So you're only risking about $4.50 to $5 a share. In my case, I'm only risking about 0.3% of my total account capital on this trade. Now, I encourage you to do your own due diligence in detail. This is not a recommendation to buy Visa. This is just an educational example to give you a behind-the-scenes look at why I wrote an article about Visa and how I'm managing the trade. If you want more ideas like this, more stock picks, I encourage you to visit intelligenttrendfollower.com and fill out any form on the website. And that way you'll get our free weekly stock picks emailed to you each weekend so you can be ready to take advantage of another week in the markets. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Jay from intelligenttrendfollower.com, and I encourage you to visit the website and sign up to get free stock picks sent to you each week. Thanks very much for watching.